introduce myself as Juicy. I didn't. Beautiful thing. I'm amped up. I know you guys can tell. My spirit is amazing right now. Even though I'm a scary ass. Not with them hands, but driving through that ice and that snow was horrible. From the time we left New York City, from the time we got here, it was horrible. But by the grace of God, again, it's a blessing to see all my down-to-earth comrades. I'm ready. I'm in full beast mode. You never see me just come with a smile like this. It's because I got a chance to let them know what JFPK was about. And I also got a chance to actually meet and greet David's family. I stood and spoke with people that was out there standing in New York for George Floyd. I stood with family members of the mental ill that was murdered in Montana. So we just kind of on our way back slid through all the states and just kind of asked people, well, where is this happening at? Well, you know me, I bounce out. Where is this happening? I'm from Portland, Oregon, station, but from Louisiana. But I would like to know, I would like to stand with the family of this person that got murdered, and they pointed me straight to the direction. So with me being me, I pulled out a couple t-shirts, showed them what we look like, what we stand for, how we get down, and I also got another chant.
Somebody's strapping up a flag.
So I'm gonna say it, and then y'all just gonna follow me. But I love y'all. Y'all don't even understand. You might be too near me to hear me. I thought about you guys every fucking second, every minute, and every hour of the day. All through the night, I was wondering what the hell was you guys doing. And I act like y'all my kids or something. I'm sorry. The person that was with me was like, they not gonna get a chance to get a break, is they? I said, well, hell, I gotta know what's going on back down there in the P-Town. Because I can't keep these toes on the pavement right now. But I can definitely wiggle and wobble through y'all's protesters. So I just wanted to share my experience with you guys. It wasn't a vacation for me. It was a vacation for JFPK to be introduced to other states. So you will see David P. family following us on Instagram and Facebook. I told them when they follow to just put a post and let us know who family you are. I shook their hands. I didn't give a fuck about that COVID-19 shit. I was amped up. Had on gloves. I looked like a doctor. Had on a plastic suit, some type of plastic thing they put me in. And then when we got the last stop, was the Chi-Town, which is Chicago.
Yeah, that's my city.
Who said that? Okay. So I took my COVID-19 before I entered Portland because I don't want to deal with the bullshit. You know, you're supposed to quarantine. I ain't got time to quarantine. I got to get back on the field. So you go ahead and stick that shit up them nostrils and let's talk about it. He came back and said, ma'am, you're COVID-19 free. You may go back home. I said, you ain't said nothing but a word, bird. I bounced out like the beast that I am. So I just wanted to share my story with you guys. I had a beautiful time. I mean, I didn't do what I wanted to do or turn up or nothing like that, but the turn up was definitely real by introducing myself as JFPK. And I will be leaving next week on the 31st because it's Pawpaw's birthday. So, but I'm gonna try to maneuver because I gotta keep these toes on the pavement. So I'm gonna try to wiggle that and move that from Thursday to a regular day so I won't miss it. It's okay to miss that Sunday, but them Thursdays, absolutely not. So I gotta start changing stuff around and making things change. The other two things I wanted to share with you guys is that I'm getting ready to have Juicy Jambalaya grand opening. So I want you guys to do me a big favor. I want you to spread the word. I want that lot to pop with all Black Lives Matters.
Sounds so good right now.
You ain't gotta buy shit if you don't want to. Just show up and show out and represent JFPK, Juicy Jambalaya. Another thing, last but not least, t-shirts. I'm here. My goal today is I'm backed up in a lot of things, but my first touchdown is them t-shirts. I have to get my frontline drummers and JFPK frontline t-shirts. I have to get other t-shirts. People are calling me from state to state. They want those shirts. So if anybody, Jedi, if you can help me get online and make a website for JFPK, it would be great for t-shirts. Y'all ready to get fired up? Is y'all ready to get fired up? Is y'all ready to get fired up? Fuck the police and take it to the streets. All right, I'm ready. I'm so beast up.
Well, I'm excited to go for a walk, that's for sure.
All day, every day, baby. Just like a welfare check, first of the month. I stay ready so I don't have to get ready. It's a beautiful thing to see y'all, man. I almost thought my mom and daddy had y'all. Because that's how much I miss y'all. I was like, I got to get home. I was going to stay because of the snow. I said, no, I'm a beast. I just got to take it easy, drive slow, because I got to get back. Thursday, I cannot miss. They was like, what's so bad with Thursday? I'm literally crying. Oh, man, it's snowing. How we going to get it? I said, if I don't make it through the snow, I'll ship this bitch back on the truck and get on the flight.
Doing well in Portland, thanks for asking.
Y'all ready?
Excited for this Frontline Drumline. If you're not following them already, it's Frontline Drumline on Instagram. I think they're on Facebook too. Lisa Winston is her name. It's Patrick Kimmon's mother. And her business is Juicy Jambalaya. If you want to support and get some food.
To the streets, abolish the police, no justice, no peace. Take it to the streets, abolish the police, no justice, no peace. Take it to the streets, abolish the police, no justice, no peace. Take it to the streets, abolish the police, no justice, no peace. Take it to the streets, abolish the police, no justice, no peace. Take it to the streets, abolish the police, no justice, no peace.
Mazda. Yeah, last time I heard Frank Nitti was at the Breonna Taylor Memorial, because apparently it was taken down. And there was a group protesting because of that, and he was filming that last time I checked. Hey, Jamie. Yeah, I've seen Adam lately. You good? We're all good. Thanks for sharing. Please share this out.
gonna chant. It may take a couple minutes.
I thought it was today, but I'll
I'll
double check on that.
But it's A game, so I bring my A game today. Do y'all bring your A game? So it goes.
Yeah, Adam works during the day, so he can't be at every event.
The cops gotta go. The cops gotta go.
I usually do too,
The cops gotta go.
but Philip wasn't able to make it, so I wanted to make sure I could be here.
They gotta go. And then the second verse goes, the cops gotta get smoked. The cops gotta get smoked. The cops gotta get smoked.
There's people around running in the chance.
Then y'all say they gotta get smoked. I like that one from the side.
March 26th. Oh, okay. Maybe I have another flyer, because I thought it said today, but I just saw it briefly, so you may be right.
All lives matter.
Makes it easier for me.
All lives
Dustin's out today. Hey, Garfield. I'm on the other side. There's Creme Brulee with the green hair. I do some DJing around Portland. I'm about to go on the other side of the street because we already have a streamer on this side. Oh, they got you, Chris? Okay, sorry to hear that. Glad you're out now. All Black Lives Matter here. All Black Lives Matter here. All Black Lives Matter here. There's not going to be any tear gassing today. I've never been to Patrick Kimmons March where, well, I went to one where the cops came out, but they were just blocking the building and people were flipping them off. And then there was a roof cop that day too, but other than that, the cops have not come out for these marches. It's just people walking through the streets. Yeah, and I wouldn't say it's a peaceful march. It's just not a direct action protest. It's just marching, so the cops don't come out for this. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I definitely didn't bring my gas mask. Oh, they busted out your window? Oh my goodness.
Go home! These racist cops have got to go! Hey, hey! Go home! These racist cops have got to go! Hey, hey! Go home! These racist cops have got to go! Hey,
I think
hey!
that's my friend with the 10 toes.
These racist cops have got to go!
Sign up there.
Go home! These racist
Yeah, that
cops
sounds
have got to
crazy.
go! Hey, hey! Go home! These racist cops have got to go! Hey, hey! Go home! These racist cops have got to go! Hey, hey! Go home! These racist cops have got to go! Go home! These racist cops have
I just had to kick a needle Timmons that is led by his mother, Letha Winston. He was shot in the back 9 times by the Portland police. Hey, Renza.
What about that, please? What did that smell? What did that smell? What did that smell? What do that smell? Hey. God damn it, drummers, you right on time. Give it up for the drum line. Drum line.
Somebody's up there drinking baby electrolytes. Maybe there's something to it. You're moving to Oregon? When are you moving here? I have a feeling the protests will be going on for a while. I'm curious to see what's going to happen on day 365. Frontline, drumline on point as usual. My shit is in Kentucky. I've been to Kentucky. That shit goes pretty good. I think she's trying to sue. I'm not too sure what's going on. Like, get it, girl. Get it, person. I love Austin, Texas, too. Love to Austin. Did I see what? Oh, there's somebody in the balcony? No, I didn't see. So today I'm filming for, well, I'm streaming to my page, Des Media, YouTube, and Twitch. And I'm also streaming for Halo Space. Shout out to them.
Fuck up back there.
You got it, Paige. I see you.
Right. We fired up. JPK fired up. Let's get fired up. JPK fired up.
Marty, I don't know what you're talking
And you
about.
bitches ain't put
What
us
was the
out.
person doing in the balcony?
The cops ain't put us out. They gonna need 15,000 units to water.
Shout out to Hiram in Austin. He live streams protests and does interviews with public officials over in Austin, Texas. You're 17.
This is what democracy looks like.
17 is a good age.
This is what democracy looks like.
quote me on that. I think I'm right, but like I said, don't quote me.
Fuck the 12, we don't do what they want. Fuck 12, we don't do what they want. Fuck 12, we don't do what they want. Fuck 12.
Yeah, I think you're right, comrades.
Fuck 12, we don't do what they want. Fuck 12, we don't do what they want. Fuck 12, we don't do what they want. Fuck 12.
Sunshine.
Fuck 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, fuck 12. Fuck 12. Fuck 12. Fuck 12.
Usually by this point there's some creepers lurking around, but I don't see any creepers today, so it's a good day. No crazy drivers. You know what? I'm not even going to say that. I don't want to jinx it, but so far it's a good march. Love to Spokane. Yeah, I think a lot of people are angry at police right now, and they want some changes to be made. Especially this group. Maybe not especially, but definitely this group. We have like 75 people out here. There's someone that's getting pretty close. Okay, yeah, go a little slower. Okay, I think they're... I think it's cool. I think it's cool how there are people who have disabilities that are still out. Somebody with a walker back there. At least one guy in a wheelchair up front. They're still coming out. It's pretty cool. There's the AK And this little ACAB dog is always here. Hey, Tom. I call it the ACAB dog because it's usually wearing a little scarf that says ACAB on it. James, I would argue that... okay, so when people say ACAB, they're not just saying like cops are bastards just because they're all bad. They're saying it because the system in which they work within is corrupt. So that's what they mean by ACAB. Because if the whole system's corrupt, then how are the individual actors safe from corruption? Now, Scott, chill. Donkey gas mask. I've seen a gas mask on a dog and it's pretty cute. Not gonna lie.
We demand it right now. We demand justice. We demand it right now. We demand it right now. We demand justice.
Got a lot of peepers. Let yourself out the door. Got another little pupper protester. phone on me right now, so.
Let's go!
Yeah, kind of limited to what I can do.
Let's go!
Devin, you seem like the one that's getting butthurt. Don't be a snowflake. Summer's almost here. Oh yeah, we got cowbell. Always need more of it. Yeah, in case you don't know, Trump isn't the president anymore. Ooh, this car got messed up. Not by us. Just looks like it got in a wreck. Yeah, a lot of Portlanders don't like Joe Biden either. I would love to interview somebody who's a hardcore Biden fan. I found one hardcore Biden fan. Sorry, nobody can wash my brain. I think we only have one troll in here, so we're doing pretty good. Kind of early for the trolls to be coming out. We out here at Peninsula Park. Their rose garden isn't popping yet. Yeah. I hope I don't get punched again. But I'll be live streaming on Saturday in the Pearl, so there's a chance that might happen again. But I'll be ready with my pepper spray next time. Yeah, I heard trolls live in their mom's. True. Caressa does, and you should find me pretty easily. You see a Caressa Diaz?
Justice for Patrick Cuban. This case needs to be reopened right fucking now. For 2.5 years and still no justice. Bullshit! It is bullshit. We're tired of the cat and mouse game. The DA and the mayor keep saying, okay, we'll get to this meeting, and then they keep putting this shit off. The facilities are at. They are showing that they are not taking us seriously. Truly.
We not playing on hide go seek. Let's get it. Cause we gonna get it. This week or no week.
We're going to keep turning up the heat. We're going to keep putting on the pressure. And we're going to have to diversify the tactics. If they are not taking us seriously, we have to make them take us seriously. Which means risks might have to be taken. But this fucking DA and this mayor are showing that they're not here for Black lives. So, we have to make them.
Who likes Ted Wheeler in here?
Fuck Ted Wheeler. 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 Fuck Ted Wheeler.
How's your
This
day?
is what Justice for Patrick Timmons and all others organization looks like. We have put up a good fight, a very good fight.
Hot.
We are one of the last breed standing, the last phenomenal, amazing, outstanding, incredible organizations.
Is that your pop?
Black Lives Matter organization. We have mad respect. People have mad respect. We don't do Jurassic scenes. We don't do Jurassic things.
Anthony.
We are simply marching for justice. And when I say marching, we are doing just that. We're marching for justice. We will get justice by any fucking means necessary.
Yeah, I don't talk to Nitty much, but I hope he's having a good day.
A
better day. Hey, Roses, doing well. How are you doing?
We can drop it. But we definitely
Loosers.
don't look I
like the way you spell that.
Pop, lock it, drop it. Hey.
Hey!
Hey. We have fun, we turn up, we turn down, but at the end of the fucking day, we are no clowns. We are here to get justice. We are here to demand justice. We will get justice. If you don't give us justice, we will take justice by any fucking means necessary.
Oh, nothing happened. We're just still marching.
Fist up!
Fight back!
Fist up!
Fight back!
Fist up!
Fight back! Fight back!
I can't pan too much to my right because if I film guns, then
Fight back! Fight back!
Twitch will delete my video.
Fight back! Fight back! Fight back! Fight back!
Try not to film the security or the car brigade.
Fight back! 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 Fight back!
Oh, yeah. Cops are acting up in Louisville. Yeah, the homes in this area are pretty cool. They're not, they all look different. It's like 1950s. Hey, Rose. Okay, where's that troll at? I got my mod here. Well, you don't have to because there's no violence here. I almost tripped over that thing. We're about to go on MLK. MLK neighborhood. much, but I'll just have to work later tonight. It's worth it. You wouldn't hire any of them? Well, you wouldn't know that it was them when they went in to apply, so things are good. Hey, Robert. How are you, Robert? I'm pretty sure most people, when they go in and look for a job, they're not carrying protest signs, so there's not really any way of knowing. They're everywhere. These people demanding justice are everywhere. Yeah, I'm starting to read again. That is big ass rain. Yeah, go back to your troll holes, trolls.
Hey,
Whoever that might
are
be.
y'all giving 100% right now?
Oh yeah, I'm feeling good. My head actually still hurts a little bit where I got punched, but
We're going to give 110% for the remainder of this march.
I'm chilled out. Thanks for asking.
Stolen people. Stolen people. Stolen people.
How are you doing, Cheryl? Are you working today? Oh wait, I think you said you had some time off. That's awesome. Hopefully you're taking some self-care and relaxing.
Stolen land, stolen people. Stolen people, stolen land. Stolen people, stolen land.
You're here for bits.
Stolen people, stolen land. Stolen people, stolen land.
Yay.
Stolen people, stolen land. Stolen people, stolen land. Land back. 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 Patrick Kimmons. Patrick Kimmons. Patrick Kimmons. Patrick Kimmons. Patrick Kimmons. Patrick Kimmons.
Well, sometimes when you steal something, you have to fight for it. So I think that means one and the same thing.
Patrick Kimmons. 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 We demand justice. We demand it right now.
I
We
zoomed in
demand
too much.
justice.
Try not to get their face.
We demand it right now. We demand justice. We demand it right now.
Gibbons! Patrick Gibbons! Patrick Gibbons!
I think there'll be some speeches now if you all want to stick around and listen.
Y'all, clap it up. Make some noise.
Nice and soggy.
Beautiful, beautiful, outstanding, incredible, phenomenal security, phenomenal car crew, phenomenal drummers, frontline, phenomenal. I just want to say how much I appreciate you, Jedi.
Love the Seattle.
Hand in hand, hands down. That man is incredible. He's amazing, phenomenal, cute. Just, you know, it's always good to have a person to stand by you the way he stand by me. And as a team, we blend in together, we fit in together. He gonna ride for me, I'm gonna ride for him. He got my back, I got his back.
Yeah.
Jay, phenomenal, been out here 2 years for me, with me, standing on that corner right there, just us two for a very long time. I just wanted to give it up to my frontliners because at the end of the day, I've never met in 46 years phenomenal people that's willing to take that chance to stand with me every Thursday. Jedi has not backed out at all. When he did not come, it was for a reason and not the season. Jay has not backed out. If he did not come, it's for a reason and not the season. So I just want to give it up for Jedi and Jay, my two frontliners. I also got a couple of donations, and I just keep it real. I don't bite my tongue at all. Give it up. She's no longer a part of JFPK. I'm going to say she is a part of JFPK, but she's not here. But she has been sending donations to Justice for Patrick Gibbons. Rage, give it up. Phenomenal crew today. This young man right here, handsome, beautiful. His other teammate, awesome security, awesome, great job. I want to give it up to all my comrades. Thanks for coming, showing up, rain, sleet, or snow. Our crowd is usually it's usually bigger than this, but we got to do something, you guys. We need to do something. So when I go home tonight, I'm going to use my train of thought, and I'm going to come up with a master plan because it is time for us to do a big event. I don't even care if it's just us. We're going to take over Peninsula Park, and we're going to do what we do. Is that okay? And we're going to invite the Antifas from Olympia, the Antifas from Washington, Seattle, Denver, Colorado, wherever they at, come on down. So let's spread the word. Come fuck with us.
Come out.
Because we fuck with y'all the long way, not the short way. Not the short, we fuck with y'all the long way. Give it up for Antifa. So I'm amped up. As you see, I got the jiggles. I'm steady moving. Today is the day. I feel good. I'm with the shit, and I'm ready for whatever. Whatever come my way, I'm gonna suck it in. Just like sucking on gum. I'm gonna suck it in, I'm gonna chew it up and spit that shit out. Give it up for JFPK. This week is a demanding week for me. I'm back, 10 toes to the pavement. I'm moving in full force with the DA's office. Hands down, I'm tired of getting the guinea pig run. I'm not a guinea pig. Sometimes I may eat like one, but don't get it twisted. And please don't get it fucked up. So I'm knocking on the mayor's door tomorrow about getting justice for Patrick Hibbins. Okay? I'm tired of playing games. The games is for kids. I'm 46 years old. You're gonna give me my meeting like you told me you was. I'm tired of playing dog chase the cat. I am the cat. So you need to be chasing me. Because if you don't, I will be downtown instead of on MLK. And I will not leave from in front of the mayor. I will raise major hell. So I will be knocking at the mayor's office tomorrow. It's time. I understand there's shootings. Okay, I get it. But my son is already dead. You shot them. He didn't shoot you. You shot them. So that's my goal. I have I'm backed up in a lot of things for JFPK. My business will be reopening tomorrow. I will have my grand opening next week. T-shirts will be ordered today. So I got a lot of things that I came back here to do. When I came back here yesterday at 7 p.m. last night, I already had my mind made up on what I need to do for JFPK. What I need to do about this meeting. Because as comrades and frontliners and organization and a leader, I'm going to stand tall through it all. Because I'm a beast. I was born a beast. I was born a savage.
Oh, hey, Dad.
Not sure if you know what that means, but I was born a beast and a savage. I came out the womb swimming. When I got spit out, I was diving, started swimming, bounced out like a captain. We got to get justice, my brothers and sisters. There's no time for games. There's time for justice. There's time to demand what we want. We need to take it. It's going to become a time to where we're going to have to tear up some shit. We're going to have to get started. We're going to have to tear up some shit because we're not getting what we want. So we got to show you, better than tell you, that we need to get cranked up. Because the party just started. And if you don't want to bring that amp, turn down that bass. Because we're going to get started here real soon. The games is for Monopoly. JFPK don't play that. Anything we play is not fake, it's all real. The whole real deal. Just like Holyfield. We're going to take what belongs to us by any fucking means necessary. The question that needs to be answered is, when we finish here today and leave here, what comes next? I said, when we finish this rally today and we leave here, what comes next? Justice. And if it's no justice, we're not giving out no peace. Absolutely none. I am so sick and tired of being sick and tired. We can't drive down our Portland City streets with a black cap on. We can't walk down the street with a Black Lives Matter t-shirt on. We can't walk down the street simply because we are black. Fuck that. We will go where the fuck we want to go. We will stand where the fuck we want to stand. We will talk when we want to talk. We will walk when we want to walk. We will dance when we want to dance. We will chant when we want to chant. We will fight when we want to fight. You cannot tell us what we cannot do. We do what the fuck we want to do. When we want to do it. We raise the roof. We tear it down, we burn it down. It is what it is, my brothers and sisters. We will not be destroyed by the police. We have been destroyed long enough. Enough is enough, my brothers and sisters. Enough is enough, my brothers and sisters. Because one thing about it, like I always say, if you fight me, I'm going to fight you back. If you hit me, I'm going to hit your ass back. If you shoot me, shoot him up, bang, bang, because I'm coming for your ass, Mr. Postman. I'm coming for your ass, Mr. Postman. And it ain't going to be no check that you can't cash, because I'm going to cash that son of a bitch for you. We want the police fired with no rehire, my brothers and sisters. We want want the whole crew fired with no fucking rehire, my brothers and sisters. I done been across country in a week and 2 days. I done hit 5 different cities. Speaking on justice for Patrick Timmons. They are study gunning down mentally ill people, my brothers and sisters. They are study gunning down black people, my brothers and sisters. Now they on an Asian attack, my brothers and sisters. Fuck that. Ain't no more hands up, don't shoot. You bitches shoot us anyway. Excuse my language, but I'm about to go there. It's getting a little hot up in here. You ain't gonna keep shooting us and killing us black people for no reason. Even if it's a reason, our back is turned when you kill us. You's a sucker. You's a bitch. You's a punk. You's a filthy, low-life, and cricket, dirty-ass animal. I'm going there today, my brothers and sisters. They are filthy, low-life, and... You guys don't even know. I get the wiggles. I don't like them from here to there. You can't trust them not one bit. No, at all. We have to keep chanting, 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 we have to keep fighting, 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 we have to keep fighting. Y'all don't hear me. You're too near me to hear me. We have to keep fighting, 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 we have to keep fighting. We have to keep marching, we have to keep marching, we have to keep marching, we have to march, 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 march. We have to scream, 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 until we can't fucking scream no more.
I'll do it later.
God, Green Earth Sugar, motherfucker, I had to
My
come
odds
out
are
here
sleeping or
2 times a week, every day, march, chant, yell, and scream for the fucked up ass police. Because they want to keep putting hands on our kids. They want to keep killing our kids. Most of all, black people is the ones being murdered. Fuck you. I'm tired of that. Fuck the police and the DA too. The hell with it. Give me what I came here for. And that's justice, my brothers and sisters. Give me what I came here for. Give me what I've been marching for. Give me what I've been talking about. I'm hitting states with this shit, my brothers and sisters. Give it to me. I want it. It's mine. It belongs to me. If you don't give it to me, I'll take it, goddammit. If you don't give it to me, I'm gonna take it. Give me what I fucking want. Give me what I fucking want. The truth is you are a murderer. If it hadn't been me, I'd have been hung. If it hadn't been me, I would be doing 27 to life. So why in the fuck can't they? They know better than we are. The only difference is I'm black and you're white. Fuck you. I'm tired. I'm sick of being tired, y'all. Sick of it. Sick of it. Because I will climb many mountains, many buildings. I will crawl on my hands and knees to get justice for black people. When Martin Luther King and Malcolm X left off at, Patrick Timmons' mama picked it up. You're too near me to hear me, I'm going there. I said, where Martin Luther King and Malcolm X left off at, I picked it up. Hello. I picked it up. Hello. And goodbye to the racist ass police. I said hello. Wake up, America. Wake up the community. Knock on doors. Let them know what time it is. It's justice for Patrick Timmons. Knock, knock. Hello. Open up. Who's there? Let's go. I'm fired up. Fired up. It's time that we stand as a nation, my brothers and sisters, and raise hell. It's time that we get off our asses. Come out our cages. Come out our houses. Come out the trees. Put them 10 toes to the pavement, my brothers and sisters. And say, fuck 12. Each one teach one, my brothers and sisters. I give it to you guys served, uncut, raw, straight across the board. And I'm not talking about Mexico. I'm talking about MLK and DT. I serve it to you straight like a plate. I don't cut nothing I gotta say. If I'm gonna say it straight laced with no chase. We need justice. And that is facts, my brothers and sisters. Do your history, because I do mine 7 days a week. And Black Lives Matter. There's no more times for none of that slow motion shit. We need to go on full speed. Ain't no, fast. We want it. We gotta get it. Or we gotta take it. Whatever direction we need to go in, my brothers and sisters, goddamn it, let's go.
Let's go.
Whatever direction they lead us in, let's go. I done been locked up. I done did all that. If you got to arrest me, you might well go ahead, baby, because I'm getting ready to get fired up. I'm gonna take what belongs to my ancestors. They built this shit brick by brick. This shit we stomping on, they built this shit brick by brick. They was in the cotton fields picking cotton. We picked strawberries. We still shining fucking shoes in the Lloyd Center. I was in Seattle, they shining shoes. How the fuck do you still shine a white man's shoes that probably said in their head, yeah, shine on, N-word, shine on, fuck you. Go get another job. The fuck you doing sitting up in there still shining shoes? That shit happened in slavery days, stupid. That irritates me. Walk past the black brothers. Not a white person there. They shining shoes. People got their feet up like this. I said, ain't this, I didn't even know that was still going on, my brothers and sisters. It's not about a color, so let me back up. I'm not racist, I don't got a racist bone in my body. But what I'm trying to teach one, you guys, is that I don't believe black men should be inside these businesses shining shoes. We did that. My mom and them did that. They picked cotton, they picked strawberries. They built this city by brick, and we gon', if anybody tear this motherfucker down, it's gonna be us.
Right.
If anybody tear it down, it's gonna be us. We built it, we gonna take it, it's ours, it belongs to us. Give us what the fuck we want. Give us what the fuck we want. We are total, outstanding, phenomenal, incredible, amazing black folks. I love the skin I'm in. I rock my black every day. Every day. If you don't like the way I look, move out the way, because I'm coming through. I'm coming through. And when you see me, black is beautiful. I would not change my skin for nothing in the world, my brothers and sisters. I would not change my look for nothing in the world, my brothers and sisters. Somebody asked me yesterday in Chicago, how do we see you all the way in Portland? How do you not feel safe? You're not safe on the front line. I don't give a rusty fuck what you think. If you gonna hurt me, it's gonna be on the front line, serving a purpose, and that's justice for Patrick Timmons and all others. I make that my purpose when I speak. Don't just think I'm out here for Patrick Timmons. That's my baby that was shot 9 times in the back. You understand me? Nobody don't know how that feel. Nobody don't want to know how that feel. I was driving down the street yesterday, coming from Chicago, and was totally in a smooth daze. Y'all know what came across my mind? Is walking in OHSU, seeing my baby's eyes roll to the back of his head, tongue sticking out his mouth, pronounced dead at 5 a.m. That is something that a mother will never forget. I raised each and every last one of my kids by myself. 5 boys and 1 girl. Never did I ever think in a million years that I would get that one phone call to say, identify your son's body, my brothers and sisters. I didn't even get that phone call. I want justice! I want justice! I want justice! I'm tired of waiting. I'm tired of waiting. I've waited for 2 years. I've stomped this city for 2 years. jail, it's going to be because they did not give me what I want. They did not give me what I want. My PTSD level is so high, my anxiety is so high. Anytime you're driving down the street, and my son just keep coming. He just keep coming. And I don't know if it's because his birthday's in a couple months, but he just keep coming. And I keep seeing flashbacks. Flashbacks, driving, seeing flashbacks. But one thing about Patrick Kimmon's mom is that I want you guys all to know, I'm not going nowhere. I'm here to stay. Yes. They're going to give me justice for my baby. And they're going to give me justice for all others. Yes. And if I can help the next parent open up their case, I'm going to hit the map. I'm going to hit the United States map. And I'm going to touch every city. Every city. Every ground. Burn this motherfucker. Burn, motherfucker. Burn! You burnt my baby, now burn your soul. There's no way on God's green earth should the police keep killing black, whites, Asian, everybody for no fucking reason. And then they walk around here saying, all lives matter. No, baby. All lives don't matter till Black Lives Matter. All lives don't matter till Black Lives Matter. When you guys start respecting my color, you might get respect. I said you might. Stop killing us. Put your fucking guns down. It's a such thing as mace. You can use your mace. It don't take a boom, boom, bang, bang, then you dead. Mothers are not supposed to bury their babies, my brothers and sisters. Mothers are not supposed to bury their kids. God damn it, my son was supposed to bury me. My insurance policy was under his name. But I wake up every day, every fucking day, and look around like he's sitting there. I will never see my son again. That was my right-hand man. That wasn't just my baby. That was my best friend. My best friend. And they took him away from me. And I'm fucked up in the inside. You will never know by talking to me how I suffer every day, all day. I try to stay lit just to stay focused. And what I mean by lit, I try to keep a glowing look on my face and keep myself up just to stay focused. Because sometimes I'm not focused. I say some of the weirdest shit sometimes. I get somewhere and don't even know where the fuck I'm at. I've never been like that. I got to St. John's before I left. Went to the store, came back out and was like, which way do I go? How did that happen? I've been out here for over 15 years. How does that happen? From the cowards murdering my son, they have fucked up my mind. They have fucked up my life. They owe me, and they owe me their life. They owe me their job. They owe me their kids' life. They owe me their grandkids' life. Give it to me. It's mine. It's my grandbabies. It's my kids. It's my family. Give me what you owe me, or else. Give me what you owe me. And this is not a threat. This is a motherfucking promise. This is a motherfucking promise. It's not a threat. It's a promise. Give me what you owe me. Give justice for Patrick Kimmon's organization what you owe each and every last one of us. By any fucking means necessary. We want it. It belongs to us. If you don't give it to us, we will take it. We will take it. It's time for us to stand up, show out, each one teach one. Let's get together, get this organization popping. Let's get in Peninsula Park. Let's fill that. Let's fill it up. I love each and every last one of you guys, but I said, let's fill it up. If anybody can do it, we can do it. Let's show them what Peninsula Park should look like. Let's show them what a community looks like. Let's show them what democracy looks like. Let's show them what a revolution looks like, my brothers and sisters. Let's show them what a revolution looks like, my brothers and sisters. Let's show them what the neighborhood looks like, my brothers and sisters. Let's get in Peninsula Park feed the community. Let's give back to the community, but they also need to give back to the black people. Let's get in there. Let's talk about Black Lives Matter. Let's raise the roof. Let's bring everybody out of their houses and into the park. No justice, no peace. Let's get this shit started ASAP. It don't matter. We don't have to we don't have to wait for months and months and months to let the community know what we're doing. We don't need to ask the community to know anything. They should be already aware of our surroundings, because we're out here too much for you not to know what Justice for Patrick Kimmons is. Because when we bring it all to the table. We don't bring 1%, we don't bring 2%, we don't bring 3%, we bring 1,000%. Period, point blank. It is time that we start throwing big things off, letting everybody know what time it is with JFPK, what we capable of doing, what we can do, what we learn, how we gonna teach the next person. Teach your kids about the cell phones, my brothers and sisters, because now the police is using them for a deadly weapon. Teach the game and the knowledge that you know to your kids. Teach the game and the knowledge that you know to your parents. Some parents don't even know what's going on. Teach them, don't hide it. It's not a secret. Black Lives Matter. It's not a secret. Black Lives Matter. And no lives matter until Black Lives Matter. So let's all come together, get this event together. And I'm talking about let's get it popping within the next 2 or 3 weeks. That's how fast I'm talking. By ourselves, we can go to Peninsula Park and shut it down. Shut it down. It's off limits. Black Lives Matter is taking over. Black Lives Matter is taking over. Let's go ahead and get this event popping, get it started. Show the community what a democracy looks like. Show the community what Black Lives Matter is. If they need to know, put them to the side, put it in their ear. Put it in their ear. If they don't like it, goodbye. Boop, boop, boop that ass. Don't toot it, boot it. Because we are definitely going to go for what we know and get what we need to get, because it all belongs to us. And at the end of the day, it's justice for Patrick Kimmons and all others. Give it up for George Floyd. Give it up for David Pugh. Give it up for Patrick Kimmons. Give it up for Taylor James.
My mod's here yet?
Give it up for James Demery. Give it up for Keanu Hayes.
Ahmed.
Give it up for Carney Hayes.
I can't see it, sorry.
Let me say this. Give it up for all 1,093 people that has been murdered by the police. I did not say po, I said ho. I got it right. Ho. We should never use the frame of po. Fuck them. They're hoes, literally. They should be on 82nd, walking up and down the track with a mini skirt on. Period. Boop.
Let me know.
Bye.
Remind me.
So, thank you very much for coming out today. I really appreciate you guys. It's been a long mission, but I'm happy that I was able to touch all them states. Beautiful sight, beautiful thing. It was just a blessing. It was a blessing. It wasn't really a vacation because I didn't take the time out for myself, but it is what it is. I had a great time shaking in my hand and introducing myself as JFPK. I enjoyed it, and I'm willing to go back to stand on the front line for that young man, because anybody that needs a parent to stand with them, I'm willing to take that chance and help them get where they need to get. Even though I have never ever had any help in 2 years by nobody's parent that has lost the parent that has lost their kids are scared to come stand on the line and yell Black Lives Matter. Bullshit.
Yeah,
I wish a motherfucker would. Because if you shoot me, I'm going to shoot you back. You fight me, I'm going to fight you back. You hit me, I'm going to hit you back. You push me down, I'm going to push you down. You lay me down, I'm going to lay you down. You kick me, I'm going to kick you back. You punch me, I'm going to punch you back. Period. One thing about me, if I ride for you, you going to ride for me. If I die for you, you going to die for me. This is what Black Lives Matter do. We wouldn't be out here all this time tearing up shit, tearing up property, or whatever they choose to do on that side. But we march for justice peacefully. We don't have to. We do it because we want respect. But we only gonna give them respect if they give it to us. Period. You step on us, we're gonna step on you back. That's why they don't fuck with justice for Patrick Kimmons, because they know what time it is. I'm not talking about my watch on my right hand either. They know the real time. So give it up for JFPK. I appreciate each and every last one of you guys. I'm hoping and praying that t-shirts will be available next week. He's moving a little slow because he's backed up. But the good thing is that we got our own labels, my brothers and sisters. Nobody have the labels that we have. Them drumliner t-shirts, you ain't gonna see that nowhere because it's JFPK on them. You don't see Black Lives Matter organizations walking around with t-shirts representing people that have been murdered by the police, do you? No. It's okay for JFPK to do that 7 days a week. We could do it all day, every day. It don't matter. We turns up all day, every day. I just want to say thank you to each and every last one of you guys for coming out here, supporting JFPK movement, supporting the march, the rally, the events, everything. Get ready for this big event coming up. Please show up at my, help me out, Jay. Please show up at Juicy Jambalaya grand opening next week. Invite the community. Start putting it out. Let people know. Grand opening. I'm just looking for a sunny day, and then I'm gonna go ahead and send it to one of my organizers, Jadai. We all know him, and then and Jay. They're gonna get it out there, and we're gonna spread the word. We're gonna have this popping. We're gonna have this popping. We're gonna have t-shirts, hats, buttons, all of that. And then following that, we're gonna march. I'm gonna come out and close and we're gonna take it to the streets. So imagine that big old crew after the grand opening and then taking it to the streets. We're gonna lock MLK down. Lock it down. Just like they lock us up, lock them kids in cages, we gonna lock their ass down. Ain't no way they gonna get at us on that day. We're gonna be thicker than ice. I love each and every last one of you guys.
We love you.
I came here fired up. I'm wore out. The ride was so long. But I made it back to my state that I reside in. I made it back. I love each and every last one of you guys. I missed the shit out of my comrades. Like, I was just thinking. What is they doing? Like, is everybody safe? Is everybody okay? And I came back to everybody being in one piece. Amen. So I'm gonna let you guys go. You guys have a great day. Pray for me as I will for you. I will do my thing like I do on Facebook. Encourage you guys. Stay encouraged. Don't let nobody discourage you. Each one teach one. Let's make these events happen. Let's pop it off. Let's get deeper. We're supposed to have more people than this. Everybody is phenomenal. But I see a lot of people that has been here. I don't see them. And I'm talking about over 20 people. I see a lot of new faces. Raise your hands if you knew. Welcome aboard the ship. Welcome aboard the ship. I'm getting ready to take y'all asses for a ride.
Of course they do, Joe.
Y'all ain't seen shit. Just wait on it. We're getting ready to show out at this event. And we're not talking about no hour. We're talking about 2 or 3 hours in my mouth. And we're talking about a beast. A dragon. I'm waking up the community. The dog's gonna say, whoop, whoop, whoop. Black Lives Matter, baby. Black Lives Matter. Y'all have a good day. Thank you. Be safe.
Somebody have the time.
To watch your surroundings too as well, because it's a lot of chuckaroos. I've been running into a lot of chuckaroos. A lot of chuckaroos. Y'all know what chuckaroos is?
Creepers.
You ain't, Jay, wake up and smell the coffee, baby. You ain't never heard chuckaroos? Turn your head around. Turn to the left, baby. Let me tell you a little bit about it. Chuckaroos, we ran them people off from downtown. The KKK, the Nazis, PPB, we ran all them chuckaroos away. We own DT streets, baby. JFPK name on them streets. We ran them up out of there. And I mean they was running like hymns. Hiding behind buildings. The girl was trying to get on the pedal and one of the comrades said, no, you ain't going nowhere, bitch. She was like, can you walk me over here? She had the nerve to have one of our people walk her to her truck. Saturday said, we beast. We beast. So be careful of them chuckaroos. And when you see them, say, chuck, chuck, roo-roo. Chuck, chuck, roo-roo. And if you got some comrades with you, just say, chuck, chuck, hoo-hoo. Roo Roo. Chuck Chuck Hoo Hoo. Roo Roo. Who ran him off? Chuck Chuck Hoo Hoo. Roo Roo. Y'all have a good day.
If there are going to be any other speakers. I'm sure people in Chicago mentioned the children who were killed on fire. There's just so many names. So many people to get justice for. You know what? I kind of want some pizza. Might as well.
Sounds good, man.
Hey, how are you doing? Doing well. Good to see you too. Is this where the pizza's at? Is this where the pizza's at? Ah. Well, if it's like oh, there's a lot of it. Okay. Okay, let's go. There is a line though. And a salad. Okay. She's working on trying to reopen her Patrick Kimmons case. Can we quit it with the racism in this chat? Thanks. Thanks so much. I'm just gonna stay live until I get my pizza. Oh, that looks so good. Yeah, we're all apes. Thank you. Hey, Ronald. See if I could do this with one hand. Oh boy. How do we get the salad? I'm spilling. Doing my best. Oh my god. Thank you. Going healthy today. Looks like an Italian salad. Yeah, hell yeah. How are you? Pretty good. Better now. Yum, yum, yum. Okay. I gotta head out for work. Have a good day. Yeah, that's the thing that I'm missing.
I tried to stay away from the drums.
Have a good day. Good to see you.
A little bit. You too. Thank you.
At least it's nice and warm.
How you doing? I heard you guys were getting attacked and stuff.
Yeah, I sure did.
You doing all right though?
Yeah, doing okay. My fat lip went down and I had like a bump on my head that went down, but
Did he get followed or like is he
he actually got followed by like some people in Black Bloc.
Okay.
And then some other people followed as well and told the cops. And then he was telling his side of the story, and I thought the cops were gonna like come over to me because I did like punch him back after he punched me. But he ended up getting a citation, which isn't really anything, but I think I would have to like go and put in a report. So I'm still thinking about that. Like there are a lot of people that are telling me to, but I was like, I didn't feel like talking to the cops. So
If it's successful, then you need to do something with the money or something. So.
yeah, I mean, I doubt I'll get any money, but I guess I shouldn't talk too much about it if I'm still thinking about.
Thanks for looking at your officer.
Yeah, thanks for checking in.
Yeah, for sure. I was like, damn it, I'm fucking pissed.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to like kick him you know where, but
Oh, yeah.
but I had to restrain myself a little bit. I was so angry when it happened, but yeah, I mean, I think he had his building windows broken a couple times, so. And I think it's just emboldening him to come out, and obviously he start, hitting people. He hit two other women. Yeah, one of them was also just like taking photos of the police. and it is like she posted the video and I reposted it, but she doesn't want to like press charges or like do too much about it because of where she works. She doesn't want to like put that attention on her and blow it up. But she said that if I decide to like press charges, that she would put it in a statement. So yeah.
Neighborhood hate watch is like
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. All right. Well, have a good day. Thanks. Hey, how are you?
Good, how you doing?
Pretty good. Better now that I got some pizza.
So, are you on Facebook?
Yeah, I'm on Facebook.
What's your name?
Carissa Des.
All right.
Yeah, I know who you are.
I wish you were there yesterday.
Yeah, I
Feds-
had to work yesterday.
The feds came out.
Oh, they did? Were there, how many
They
people
were
were there?
aggressive.
Were they?
Yeah, hey, Erica, tell her how aggressive they were
So-
yesterday.
Did they, that was during the day too? Did they like shoot? Okay, so there was a protest at ICE yesterday at 1, right?
Yeah.
How many people, like
6?
protesters?
There was 6 of us, maybe
6
a
people
total
out?
of 7 at a
People
couple
are probably at
times,
work.
but,
Yeah.
yeah, most people were at work, but they, like, we didn't even see them coming.
They did their little sneak attack.
Yeah, they came in really fast. They almost ran him
Over me, because I was in the driveway.
Oh, they drove out and almost ran you over?
No, they got called in by the security guard. And I'm standing out like, right here's the driveway. I'm standing right here, and the woman almost clipped me. Then they pulled into the ICE building, and they came out. Her and the other guy came out, and she had a rifle ball. And when
So they were pepperballing people just for being in the driveway?
They didn't pepper ball us, but she was ready to. She was totally ready.
They were
was
like
like-
pointing the guns.
stay out of the driveway, if you find one, or I'll put you all on the
And she
list.
was yelling it extremely aggressive.
Yeah.
Like, the way she was yelling, she was extremely aggressive about it.
And then they came out again a half hour later to tell us to stay out of the driveway.
Yeah. So the only thing that you were doing was just standing in the driveway. And
Yeah, we were just
Wow.
playing loud music, chanting now and again.
But I'm doing another one in 2 weeks. I don't have the date yet. But I'm gonna do it at like 4 o'clock. But we didn't even march, we dropped right in on
We
it.
just dropped right in.
Like, hey, we are still out here.
I'm glad we got the experience because now we can see how scared they really are.
Yeah,
Like
definitely.
that really proved how scared they are because they came in. I
Of
mean,
6 people?
that aggressive.
How many
on 6
agents were there, or DSH agents for that many people? There were 2
Two
of them.
agents that came out and then we had 8 cops circling.
Were they in? They're just like normal outfits, or were they in like riot gear? Or
The 2 agents that came out, they were right here.
2 agents in riot gear for 6 people?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Right?
And then you had 8 cars circling us. The whole
Wow.
time. 8 OHSU.
8 police vehicles, or
Yeah, 8 feds.
8 fed vehicles
Yeah.
for 6 people?
A
Wow.
bunch of cars started coming in and out of the place like when they showed up.
Yeah.
So like it was weird.
Yeah,
Or
they-
up until they got there.
Yeah, they definitely overdo it over there at the ICE building. That's for sure.
But I'm gonna do another one in 2 weeks. I think
Okay,
I'm gonna do
I'll
it
keep
at
an eye
like 5 o'clock in the evening.
Okay.
So when everyone is getting off of work.
Yeah, 1 o'clock is a little bit early for a protest during the week, so might be a little bit more successful later, I guess. All right, I'm gonna go eat this and head out. Bye, guys. Have a good day. Nice seeing you.
Alright, then.
Bye.
Sorry.
Sorry. Okay. I better move my car before I get a ticket. All right. Peace, Club Donuts. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have a great day.
As we pointed out earlier in the show, according to the Associated Press, the U.S. government right now has 14,000 kids in custody without their parents. And a lot of them are at facilities where they are sleeping on the floor, where they are going to bed hungry, and they are not allowed to go outside for days.
And held for a week longer than they're legally supposed to. And by the way, Griff mentioned these are single men that are trying to hop the border. If you're spending your resources with kids, you're not able to apprehend people coming across illegally as well. It's a numbers game.
Because all of the resources are being diverted to process the people. Let's bring in House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy. Leader, good morning to you.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
You know, you've got a unique point of view because you were down on the border. You have asked the president for a meeting to discuss it, but he doesn't want to discuss it because he knows it's a problem. He won't let the press go down and take pictures of these facilities because he knows it's a problem. I think we all know it's a problem.
You know, it was quite interesting to watch the press secretary yesterday, the Biden administration, walk back calling it a crisis as just more people walked across the border. 2 weeks ago, I did send him a letter asking to sit down with him to talk about this crisis on ways to solve it. The administration, the president didn't even respond with a meeting, nor did the administration respond. So I sent him another letter yesterday after going down to the border with 13 members. And what we saw, it's more than just a crisis. This is a human tragedy. What you're finding is what he needs to do very clearly. We put solutions in this letter. He has to be very clear to tell people not to come. You know, back in the debate in June, he told immigrants to immediately surge the border. He needs to finish the wall, the portions that were being built. He needs to reinstate the Remain in Mexico. He needs to keep Title 42. The facility I went to that the secretary hopefully will go today is a brand new facility built under the Trump administration, 98,000 square feet. They thought they would never hit capacity. Right. On Monday, they hit capacity. You saw children everywhere. It'd break your heart. At the same time, they were moving 1,000 children to Midland, 3,000 to Dallas, and to more cities across this nation. And they're not testing them for COVID.
Well, you got to see it with your own two eyes. They will not let our cameras in. They won't let our reporters in. Describe it, because when we saw those images during the Trump years, you know, the mainstream media had a meltdown. But now everybody's kind of like, well, it's a problem, but we don't need to worry too much about it.
Well, President Trump needs to get a lot of credit because, one, he had secured the border. The other thing he did, he built the new facility there. So, yeah, they took our cameras away. The facility is nice. It is large, thinking that it would never meet capacity. But you have so many children there now. You're so overwhelmed. And this is what the Border Patrol agents told us. Because that facility has met capacity, 120 border agents who would be protecting the border can no longer work there. They're in the facility. The other... Yes, go ahead.
When you say the children, and Steve gives the number, I mean, we're all parents.
14,000 in custody right now.
It breaks my heart. I mean, I wish that I could house all of them. But what is their story? When you went down there, what's the reason? Why are their parents just letting? We would never. I can't imagine being in that situation, letting my daughter just go to another country when she's 5 years old. Why are they doing that? Are they hoping that the kids come in first and then they bring the families?
No, because they heard from the administration. Because you no longer have to remain in Mexico. President Biden, when he was candidate Biden, in June told them immediately surge the border. When we walked by and saw one family from Honduras, we asked them how long had they been, the hike, 22 days. Because 30 days prior, they heard President Biden told them to come. Remember, the president of Mexico calls President Biden the migrant president. But it would break your heart. And these agents, who are fathers, who are mothers, they told me this one story where they're out in the middle of nowhere. They see a 1-year-old, a 3-year-old, and 5-year-old holding hands. Nobody around for miles. Who would leave a child like that? Or take it to one of those coyotes? I mean, they are watching in this one small section 200 people a day, and what happens is they'll put a bunch of people and families in one area, then 100 men would run into the other area, and they're stretched so thin.
If they care about these kids, if they care about them, don't they want their kids to be with their parents? How is that going to affect them? Being raised in a country, in a family they don't even have anything to do with, some sponsor that doesn't even know their kid, and missing their mom and dad.
The other question, how many children don't make it all the way through? How many children are trafficked? Who knows what happens to those poor children? It breaks your heart. When I walk through that facility, I've got to give the Border Patrol agents all the credit, the extraordinary times of what they have to deal. Those poor children are laying on mats, but it's very clean. They're happy like any other children. You wave to them. But they're all being housed together. They're not being tested for COVID.
Yeah.
And then they're being released into these cities without parents, with COVID. And we know we're having spreads. We know what Dr. Fauci is saying.
Absolutely, Mr. Leader. I mean, they know it's a crisis, whether they call it one or not, and they're okay with that. They've made that policy choice, and they think there's something on the other end that makes it beneficial. But I got to go to another topic for you, if we may. I'm sure you've seen the exchange between Senator Rand Paul and Dr. Fauci over mask wearing on Capitol Hill. If you haven't, here's a reminder.
You're telling everybody to wear a mask, whether they've had an infection or a vaccine. What I'm saying is they have immunity, and everybody agrees they have immunity. What studies do you have that people that have had the vaccine or have had the infection are spreading the infection? If we're not spreading the infection, isn't it just theater?
No, it's
not.
not.
The vaccine and you're wearing 2 masks. Isn't that theater?
No, that's not. Here we go again with the theater. Let's get down to the facts. When you talk about reinfection and you don't keep in the concept of variants, that's an entirely different ball game. That's a good reason for a mask.
What proof is there that there are significant reinfections with hospitalizations and death from the variants? None in our country. 0. You want people to get the vaccine? Give them a reward instead of telling them that the nanny state's going to be there for 3 more years and you got to wear a mask forever. People don't want to hear it. There's no science behind it.
Mr. Leader, we're going to get to you in a second, but we had the senator on the program earlier. Here's how he responded.
Instead of saying it might happen, he needs to show me a study, a scientific study showing that it is happening, because I'm not willing to wear a mask for the rest of my life for something that might happen unless you show me that it actually is happening. So the science, the proof should, and the burden of proof should be on theirs. They shouldn't just get to say, oh, wear a mask because Dr. Fauci likes wearing a mask. And the whole double mask is complete theater. There's no science saying that he can get reinfected. There are no studies showing reinfection after vaccine.
Mr. Leader, it's clear Senator Rand Paul is not going to win Joe Biden's 100-day mask challenge. That we do know. But otherwise, where do you come down on how Americans should be looking at mask wearing after the vaccine?
Well, you know, it's very interesting. I remember Dr. Fauci in the last January in the Situation Room at the White House telling me not to wear a mask, that humidity would build around it and actually cause more problems. Okay. So he has a different opinion now. But what's so different here, I just sent a letter to Speaker Pelosi. 75% of Congress has been vaccinated. 30 to 40 of the other members had COVID. So why do we still wear a mask in Congress when we speak when no one's around us, but in the Senate they do not? So the impeachment managers, the congressional members, when they went to the Senate, they took their masks off. When can we stop proxy voting? When can we start meeting in committees again and actually doing work? You know, it's hard to give up control and power.
That's
true. And that's one thing that COVID allowed these Democrats to do. You know, even when the vote was for Speaker, Nancy Pelosi got the medical doctor to allow members of Congress who had COVID to even enter the chambers. Yep. It's only convenient when they want it, and they change the rules each and every time.
Well, it sounds like you're writing a lot of letters.
I know, thinking the same thing.
And a lot of resolutions, because yesterday they had the vote. It was along party lines. You tried to have Eric Swalwell, the California congressman, kicked off the Permanent Select Committee on Intel because it's become very clear in the last couple of months that he was targeted by a Chinese spy. He was the subject of a Chinese influence campaign. And you felt that he should not be on that committee, and a lot of people felt exactly the same way as you. But Nancy Pelosi, who reaffirmed just a couple of weeks ago to keep him on that, said, nope, sorry, Kevin, you lose.
Well, the one thing you have to know, it's very simple. It's not political. Intel Committee is different than any other committee we have. You get all the secrets of our nation. And it's very simple. If Eric Swalwell could not get a security clearance with a company, he should not get be on a security clearance with a country. That's exactly what we just gave him, but he could not get one in the job in the private sector. And what's happening here is I got a classified briefing from the FBI along with Speaker Pelosi. She knows what I know, and she knows he doesn't deserve or should belong on this committee.
So Congressman Adam Schiff, he said this. He says, it's disturbing that you, Kevin McCarthy, is attempting to weaponize classified counterintelligence briefings as a political cudgel and use them to smear a House colleague in the process. Members face real counterintelligence risks from sophisticated actors, and bad faith political attacks on members will only make it more difficult to respond. What is your response?
That is so ironic. Is this not the man that told us he had proof of about Russia collusion? Is this not the man who continued to lie to us time and again? I mean, he also had a briefing from the FBI. Just what you know in public about Eric Swalwell, meeting this Chinese spy as a city council member, raising money for him to run for Congress, putting interns into his office, the close relationship that he had. He could not get a security clearance in a company today, but Congress just gave him a security clearance for the Intel Committee. There are not 200 other Democrats who are qualified to be on Intel.
Of course there are. The question answers itself, but there aren't as many Democrats loyal to Nancy Pelosi, and the Intel Committee, unfortunately, it appears has become
political. And if they
political.
take him down, it's going to look like they made a mistake. So
exactly. So they won't. Real quick, last exit question for you here, Mr. Leader. In California, the governor there is facing a recall effort. Over 2 million collected and submitted now in that recall effort, signatures. They need 1.5 for it to be valid. The governor Newsom he spoke to the Associated Press, and this is how he's saying the reason why people are attempting to recall him. He said, we were communicating with counties and businesses and sectors and industries, not with the public, what that modification meant and what it didn't mean. And in hindsight, clearly, we could have done a much better job of informing the public those modifications, what they meant. So it was all a communications problem. It's often what we hear from folks who mess up.
He communicated quite well when he made his order for dinner at the French Laundry. He communicated quite well when he said his children, that he was a Zoom parent, but his children are back in school. He communicated quite well with the small businesses that he would never let open back up. But compare that to what happened in Florida. He is being recalled not just by Republicans, but by independents and Democrats too, for the mismanagement of what he's done to California. That is why he's being recalled.
And he told us to keep our masks on in between bites. And he never, I mean, think about that, not just masks in between bites. Anyway, House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy, thank you for giving us so much time this morning. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much, and have a great weekend.
Well, thank everybody for being here today. We have with us Director Steve McCraw, who is the Director of the Texas Department of Public Safety. We have Andrea Sparks, who I will tell you more about before she gives her remarks, as well as Christy Lopez, who works with the leader of what's called Traffic 911, and she'll tell you more about what she does momentarily. Let me begin with this. Across the street from where we gather today at the Kay Bailey Hutchison Convention Center is where the Biden administration is preparing to house up to 3,000 unaccompanied minors who cross the border. Similar sites exist in Carrizo Springs, Texas, as well as Midland, Texas, and that's just as of now. The way that we see the number of unaccompanied minors crossing the border, there's every reason for Americans to expect the number and size of those sites to continue to increase in the coming days. These sites are a direct result of President Biden's reckless open border policies that are causing a surge in border crossings and cartel activity. The administration has yet to provide answers that Texans deserve. How long will these children be here? What countries have they come from, and what COVID variants have they been exposed to? Are they being tested for COVID? And if so, how is the administration handling those who test positive? Is the federal government following CDC quarantine protocols. What happens to these children if they do test positive for COVID, and if they do become ill, who is it that's going to be taking care of them? The Biden administration must also answer for enticing unaccompanied minors into inhumane conditions that expose these children to traffickers, to abuse, and to terror. So far this year, more than 11,000 minors have been apprehended crossing the border into Texas. Children crossing the border rose 60% from January to February to more than 9,400 in February. The number of migrants crossing the border is at the highest since March 2019 and is on pace to hit a 20-year high. On Monday alone, the Border Patrol took in about 280 child migrants in the Rio Grande Valley sector. America needs to know how these children, some are young children, how they are coming across the border, and who is it that is helping these children come across the border. Americans need to know whether or not these children were harmed or abused in any way. They need to know if these children were assisted, coerced, or threatened by cartel members or by human traffickers. Were they forced to carry contraband as they made the trek across Mexico to the American border? All of this is vital information that can help America combat these human traffickers and prevent other children from being victimized. Americans deserve to know what the Biden administration is doing to get those answers. And Americans deserve to know what the Biden administration is doing to go after these human traffickers who are preying upon these young children. The Biden administration, to get those answers, should interview every unaccompanied child coming across the border. They should determine if any child has been harmed in any way or victimized by human traffickers. Things like this are already being done very professionally and very compassionately for children in America who are victims of human trafficking. The children coming across the border, they may share information about human traffickers or other abusers. This information can help us root out human trafficking as well as other criminal activity. Now, doing these things is the federal government's responsibility. But once again, it is Texas stepping up and doing what the federal government should be doing. Weeks ago, I launched Operation Lone Star to help secure the border and combat the smuggling of people and drugs into Texas. The Texas Department of Public Safety has deployed 1,000 DPS officers, agents, and rangers to support Operation Lone Star. Today, we are expanding the scope of Operation Lone Star to crack down on human trafficking. The Department of Public Safety will work with the already long-standing Governor's Child Sex Trafficking Team, as well as with other organizations and agencies that have experience in dealing with human trafficking and child trafficking. The Texas Department of Public Safety has been and will be apprehending unaccompanied minors who cross the border. And when they do, they will be seeking information about human traffickers as well as other crimes that may have occurred. Today, I am directly asking the Biden administration to allow the Texas Department of Public Safety to access this facility across the street at the Kay Bailey Hutchison Center, as well as the other federally run facilities in Texas, to be able to talk to these unaccompanied minors. We must get to the bottom of the human trafficking and put an end to it. The thought of any child suffering at the hands of human traffickers is completely unacceptable. We have a duty to crack down on this heinous crime and to prevent more children from being trafficked and abused. And our mission is especially important now with a massive surge in border crossings and with an administration in Washington that has not laid out a clear plan about how to address this challenge about human trafficking, or candidly, to be able to address the massive surge that's coming across the border. So whether it's securing the border or fighting human trafficking, the state of Texas will always step up and fill in the gaps that are left open by Washington. And I want to thank the brave men and women of the Texas Department of Public Safety who are on the front lines every single day. Their efforts are vital to work to address this humanitarian crisis and to keep our community safe. Leading the charge in keeping our community safe is Director Steve McCraw of the Texas Department of Public Safety.
Governor, thank you. Certainly it's not my position to comment on policy, and as you know, we abhor having to do so, but sometimes, unfortunately, seemingly compassionate decisions made by our federal government, or federal courts for that matter, have resulted in the mass migration of women and children to Texas and elsewhere. And when that happens, it overwhelms Border Patrol immediately. And of course, the governor launched Operation Lone Star, obviously, because the cartels are leveraging those gaps that have been created by overwhelming Border Patrol and putting them in the defense in terms of detaining and all the resources they have to commit towards taking care of these children, which they must do, which is so vitally important. And it's important that they interview each of these and find out what has happened. But I can tell you the challenge they have in interviewing these children is this, is they've been threatened by the cartels. When the cartel says, if you talk, we're going to go kill your families, they actually mean that. And if you're in Mexico or Central America from there, they have a great distrust of law enforcement and concern, and they believe that when the cartels say that. So it's a challenge to detect those things and work this. But in Texas, as the governor pointed out, we cherish children. It doesn't matter where they're from, and we have an obligation to pursue all crimes against children, regardless of where it happened. And unfortunately, many of these children, when they're brought across, are preyed upon by individuals amongst the smugglers, by the cartel operatives and others. So the challenge for us is in supporting the Border Patrol, stepping forward and doing what the state of Texas expects is ensuring that even on the front line, our troopers are trained in the interdiction and protection of children, identifying the indicators where children have been abused, when they have been sexually assaulted, and people that accompany with them that are suspicious. I mean, in March alone, there's sex offenders that have been convicted and deported or captured with among illegal aliens coming across family units and unaccompanied children. It's important that we identify those things, pursue those things, and ensure there's no crimes. What's often not mentioned, we recognize that the gaps create that methamphetamine, cocaine, heroin, fentanyl, if you got a drug problem in the U.S., it's coming through the border. We recognize that, and they're exploiting children for that purpose. The other part, what people don't realize is there's another, this category we'll call for, just for this purposes, we'll call a high-value migrant. And unfortunately, those that have been involved, and there's some behind me that have been involved in sex trafficking investigations, what happens is young women from Central America and Mexico are lured to Texas on the promise of a service industry job or a nanny or some other job. And when they come here to the United States, and there's a case that we're just discussing, and thank you for what you do in helping us with our investigations. And there's the case that it would stain your soul if you saw what would happen. What people will do to mankind that are most precious, the children, is just amazing. It's just sickening. And what they would do is promise these jobs. They get them here, they debrief them fully to know where their families are. How can they get contact? Because if they escape, they can compel them back by threatening their families. And it's happened. And they'll bring them over as young as 13 years old. And after they debrief them, they'll gang rape them. And then they'll compel them to prostitution. I don't care if it's 15 minutes for $45. Some of the most brutal things you've seen done to children happen in the U.S. And right now, we're concerned about it. I know the governor's concerned about it. I know that Andrea Sparks is concerned about it. Others that care about children from around the world as victims. This is an opportunity for the sex industry to exploit it. Certainly the cartels benefit when these gaps occur, when this mass migration happens, they benefit. But so does the gangs that support them on both sides of the border, and so does the sex trafficking industry, trying to feed this unending demand for trafficking, and the more high value of the trafficking is the young children. So it's clearly a high priority. With Operation Lone Star, Governor, we've stood up the state. This is the North Texas region, and we're prepared to do interviews, to look for any clues or any opportunities to pursue anyone that would violate any of these children or any other children, and certainly engage in sex trafficking. So thank you, Governor.
Thank you. And it's my expectation that the Biden administration will allow you and your team into this convention center to visit with the children who they are putting into that convention center later on today. So next, I want to introduce Andrea Sparks, and I want to tell you about her so you can understand the perspective that she speaks from. Andrea is the director of the governor's child sex trafficking team, where she's been for about 4 years. The team promotes policies to prevent child sexual exploitation and to bring exploiters to justice. Andrea's team has become a national leader in efforts to prevent child exploitation and to support the criminal justice system in holding exploiters accountable. After graduating from the University of Texas School of Law, she served as a staff attorney at the Texas Supreme Court. After that, she went on to represent both children and families in child protection cases. Before coming to the governor's office, she served as the executive director of the Texas Regional Office for the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Andrea Sparks.
Thank you, Governor. Thank you for assembling us here today to talk about this very, very critical issue. We are very concerned at the child sex trafficking team about the youth and the children who are coming across the border. They are in a perfect storm of vulnerability. We've heard stories that kids as young as 6 are crossing the border alone, and they are scared, they are confused, and they are very likely to end up in the hands of an exploiter from what we know about human trafficking and how it works. Our team has been at work for almost 5 years now, Governor, to build the model, the Texas model for commercially sexually exploited youth. And we have a system in place that can help any child, every child, who is identified as a victim of exploitation. So we work every day and are committed to preventing, identifying, and addressing child exploitation, whether that comes in the form of a pimp or a gang or a family member. Unfortunately, that happens, and even international cartels. And we do this on a daily basis with our partners that we provide support to and partner with on a daily basis at the Children's Advocacy Centers and at many other child-serving agencies across the state of Texas. We do that so that these kids get the safety that they need and deserve, and the services and supports they need to not only heal from their trafficking experience, but in order to thrive as a person, as a human being. And so with us today is one of those service providers, and I'm gonna let her talk to you all in a minute. We do have specially trained advocates and case managers like Christy all over the state of Texas in over 130 counties who can provide crisis intervention, long-term case management, and that trauma-informed care and supportive relationship that these kids need, especially if they're being exploited. And we stand ready, Governor and Director McCraw, to work with you as always to make sure that every child in Texas is protected from exploitation.
Thank you very much. And as you mentioned, one of your partners is an organization, the name of which is Traffic 911. And from that organization, we have with us here today, Christy Lopez.
Thank you for having us, Governor. I am an advocate with Traffic 911, and it is our pleasure to partner with the Governor's Office to ensure that any and all exploited children and youth in North Texas have access to services, are able to receive trauma-informed care, and that are able to connect with the safe and healthy relationships that they need to heal and thrive. Soy una trabajadora con Traffic 911 y como organización colaboramos con la Oficina del Gobernador para asegurarnos de que todos y cada uno de los niños y jóvenes que son explotados en el norte de Texas tengan acceso a servicios puedan ser conectados con el cuidado apropiado, prácticas fundadas en el trauma, y también facilitamos la conexión con relaciones seguras para poder ayudarlos a prosperar